Hey, y'all, welcome to another episode of Casual Talk. I am Seth, and the gang is all here.
Heyo.
Hey!
And we have an important message. Well, really, we just wanted to thank y'all. We have hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel.
We finally did it.
Yep. Hit the button.
Yeah, press the button. Yeah! That applause is for you, the viewers.
Tell your friends,
Yes.
please. If all of you tell 5 people, and they tell 5 people.
Did they get a cut? Is that a pyramid scam?
And then if you give me,
We all believe
$40
in
bucks,
pyramid
I'll sell you a bridge. That's Bonzi's game.
But anyways, 1,000.
Yeah. it
Pretty
was
big deal, I think.
big milestone. What we've been doing it for, like, what? I mean, okay, well, the kill team.
Let's not count the.
The kill team, y'all been doing it because I'm terrible at kill team. For like what we're doing it 3 months.
Four?
Oh, yeah. Okay, this, yeah.
Yeah,
we're not going
coming
to
into
the
our
hour.
fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming into our fourth, which is
Yeah.
like about what? How many videos? I want to say 16, 15.
Yeah, 4 months of on the channel.
That's-
Not,
I mean,
not
that's-
Kill Team total.
That's not too bad. I mean, what Eloise from Games Workshop's only had her channel for like 12 days, and she's got 52,000 subscribers. So I think we're doing pretty.
Oh, we're pretty close.
doing pretty fucking good.
It's a really tight race.
Yeah, like we're really neck and
It's
neck
the
with
tortoise
her.
and the hare thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
look.
We're just gaining momentum, okay? Once we
She may have better quality. She may have better content.
She may have an established name.
Established name.
She may be pretty,
and great models, but
and not to advertise.
no, that was yeah.
And not to advertise for her channel, though, she does have a very unique painting style, which is I am very envious of. I cannot
it's-
paint.
Are we getting a cut from this ad, bro?
I'm,
What is
I'm
going
just
on?
saying.
She-
I'm just saying.
She was one of the GW painters.
Yeah.
And recently left.
Okay.
And started her own channel. And so far, I mean, she's put up like 2 videos, but they've
Yeah,
both been great.
They're,
No, it was coming up in my feed too, like the prismatic sword. That was
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep, the
yeah,
prismatic sword and the I forget what the space marine's called.
It's the Rainbow Marines from
Yeah.
the old Rogue Trader. Like, can we actually talk about the thumbnail you put up for the last one and how I'm the only one that looks mad?
Why are you upset all the time, man?
Why do you make it look like I'm plotting to murder both of
Okay,
you?
first of
Well,
all, that wasn't
I'm
even
sitting
you
on-
being mad. That's just your listening face. I don't know if you realize that. or
I
not.
understand. I'm not an attractive person. I'm not approachable. I get that. All right.
Would you feel better if you were like super happy and we're all like,
No, because then it's like I did something wrong.
But you remembered the thumbnail, and that's the point.
Because I'm in it. So submit your pictures to be in our thumbnails.
wait, that
Well,
sounds
just cut
dangerous.
this.
Yeah, actually, please don't. Please don't.
Let's make sure we're not touching the mics too much.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sorry.
I know, and I'm also trying not to touch the table.
Okay, Slam me McGee.
I'll touch this fucking mic how much.
I brought this.
I
mic.
thought we agreed upon this. I was just trying to be helpful.
Just halfway through, he's just gonna unplug me.
But yeah, I mean, this started at I think you were the first one I filmed with because we all did like a trial filming.
Yep.
To kind of get everybody down the groove. It was me and Seth, and we didn't have this like I'm talking to you. It's both of us were talking to the camera,
it's
and we
terrible.
looked like we were
Oh.
kidnapped. like,
It looks so bad.
like I paused the frame, and I'm just like, oh god, this
Yeah,
is not right.
And we were like trying to script it out, and then it just did not work.
Now react to the situation where you've been, had your model killed.
Oh, sad. Oh, yeah. No, seriously. Like we were doing like we would pan off, and I would be standing here talking to the camera, or
Yeah.
he would.
Yeah.
It was so unnatural looking.
And then like we would actually because we were so awkward on camera, we would have to put earbuds in and play like the looping music.
Yes,
just
to,
to
like-
kind of get our voice up where we're not like, so my model died.
yeah. Or I'm not saying it like monotone, like and then I lost a guy. And
I think I talked to you about wanting to do YouTube a while ago when I started playing AOS.
Yes.
And then that never really like nothing came out of it. And then I taught it to Tomas because we were just shady people that just hangs out at
Just stood in front of the store till like,
at like
2 in the morning.
And then the security guard's like, "You guys are okay?" I'm like, "Yes, we're not doing drugs."
Can't you see we're talking about Kill Team YouTube?
can y'all do your meth behind the building? Sorry.
By the way, if they listen to it, we were like the least threatening. It's like these are just mega nerds. Like they're not gonna do anything.
I mean, it's a different kind of addiction. Let's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
get ourselves.
You really diffuse a conversation when you talk about fake war. So
Yeah, it's been very weird going from
Talking
just
in front of a game store at 2 in the
well
morning.
that and also just like playing Kill Team versus playing while filming is so odd.
Oh yes.
I like the number of times we've had to just kind of like go like, I think the model was here because like we'll redo a movement and then like next thing you know it's like it's like 3 inches from where we originally wanted it to be. Just move it and we'll cut it in post.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one that has to fix
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
God damn, why did you fix it in post? Why did you fix it then?
Or we're sitting there and I'm like, no, I moved to block you. And it's like, but you're not. But my intention was 4 cuts ago was to block you.
And I moved it 4 times. So.
That's the exact thing, because I think it helps all of us if we like play by intention. So we state our intentions. So
Yeah.
if like I want to block
Yeah.
this door, you say my model's blocking the door. Let's pre-measure. Say there's nothing going to get around this left or right. And so like fast forward 30 minutes when like we've shaken the board like that because it happens.
I punched the terrain piece.
So this is something that like honestly every Kill Team player should be doing anyways, and also
Yes.
especially in tournaments
Yeah.
is playing by intention. Because you can speeds up the game a lot quicker, and also it's just a better environment where because you can also do stuff like, for example, that like, oh, I'm blocking this door, and they go, oh, well, actually, I can go there. Just need to scooch a smidge over, and then voila, there's no problem at that point. Yeah. Everyone has agreed upon it.
Everyone doesn't feel like they're being cheated.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like every time I place a barricade, I specifically state what I'm trying to do with it, like.
You can't move here. This is the best barricade ever.
Yeah,
Don't
like,
come close.
oh.
and I specifically forget about it 30 seconds later, like a
Yeah.
fucking goldfish.
It's like I am leaving room for one guy of my own to stand on there,
and then you get the admissible in court phrase, "Do you agree?"
yeah, exactly. And if they agree,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
they're done for. You can sue them.
But I can charge you, but you said no.
That's the
earlier.
problem with us recording is every time I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't agree to that on accident.
In the beginning, it was funny because I'll be editing, and then there, like the worst one was I think I don't know who it was, but it was and it was nothing said for 7 minutes.
Probably
That was,
me.
that was our first game.
Yeah, and they were like,
That was the crew. Sorry, that was Orcs versus Corsairs.
and it's like I'm moving here. It's not even like a complicated move. It's literally like moving closer to the fucking door. But like you're like thinking like 10 steps ahead. It's like, oh, I move here, he's gonna move here, and then he's gonna shoot me, and I'm gonna shoot him back. Then you're like, oh, I just gotta move. Then I can keep thinking.
I remember it was there was a what was it? It was the Phobos versus Vet Guard game that we had where. There was a couple of great moments, including one where we did this whole turn. I rolled like 4 ones off of like one of my shootings and completely whiffed. And then Riggin was just like, you do realize you were supposed to like hit on 2s, or I forget what it was, but it was like one of those like
You had a feel. There was like 3 rules that you played wrong.
we all like we screwed up every single rule, and so we're like, oh, we just have to redo that anyways. Like I was on the floor rolling with how bad my rolls were.
Okay, that guy was peak green dice. Okay, that was green dice
Yeah, okay, that was-
off the
yeah,
shelf.
yeah,
it was running rampant. Okay,
And so like we go through and we redo that whole thing. And then later on there was another moment where it was the exact same thing where it's just like I'm sitting there going, all 3 of us, I think, were trying to think of like the way to like move my sergeant in a good position. And then everyone's just like, oh, I don't know. And then I was just like, I got this. And then I moved, and I think Pete, you were just like, what are you doing? I'm like, no, I gotta play. And it was like with the smoke grenade. It was like, oh, now it makes sense.
it's like, oh yeah, that thing that my army does really well. Oh yeah, smoke grenade.
Yeah. It's like that solves all our problems. It's like we spent, I think, like 10 minutes trying to think of a plan to like.
That's honestly every time I play Corsairs. If I play Corsairs, we'll pick a map, and I'm just like, oh no, we can't do this because I can just go there and just hit your whole team. Oh no, we can't. You can't position there. You have to go in another room. And it's like, do we just pick another map? It's like, okay, we'll pick another map. It's like, do we just play another team? Fuck it, we'll play another team.
Yeah.
That literally happened because it didn't happen the first game actually.
Well,
We just played it the first
Yeah,
game.
because that one we was kind of like, it was new rules too, so we were just like, whatever. And but the Kroots one
Yeah.
was really bad because I think we had to move your Kroots where they were literally clumped in this one spot because I could like mathematically I could run from one point to another point like to the end of the edge, and then just shoot your whole team.
Admittedly, we probably like made the map not ideal. 'Cause
Yeah.
we probably should have put like 2 pieces of heavy cover in a spawn so that we could actually like separate.
But the thing is, I have an indirect grenade too with my like flyer, so it was just
you
like
still could have like even in that scenario, you could have still like fragged maybe like a quarter of them.
yeah.
Terrain is so hard. And I think I think we had a question
We
on
did
it.
is
get a
one of our
question.
questions,
What
yeah.
was the question, Man?
Stephen West 11873 wants to
Shout
know
out.
if you could elaborate more on place terrain and how can you solve the terrain.
Call out.
All right, I got this one.
Ooh.
Pete, take it.
Okay.
I was like, haven't watched. Can You Roll a Crit just released a video on this, and I haven't watched it.
Damn,
but-
we're trying to collab here. Don't
Wait,
just
did-
say I don't
wait,
watch his content.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because I'm actually really interested in that video. I just have been working. But no, there's like 2 mantras of player-paced terrain. There's like the let's make a good board together, or there's let's take turns placing the terrain on the board.
Yeah.
Well, I think the question comes down to what kind of player are you? Like, are you going for like full sweat lord trying to win, or are you just like, hey, let's have some fun and we're gonna make a fair
And so
board?
that's the thing, like,
Because fair board's easy.
because player plays terrain oftentimes, for those who play 40K,
Mm-hmm.
that is like a tournament.
Thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't
But
Right.
let's explain this process for Kill Team players, because
Yeah.
it does come up in some tournaments, and it's actually not a bad solution sometimes.
It's not. There definitely needs to be some
Regulation?
restrictions. Yeah. So the way that it can work for Kill Team, but often works for 40K. I'll just use 40K just because it's easier. So there's 2 piles of terrain. The defender, instead of choosing side, what they do is they choose a pile of terrain. Oftentimes it's symmetrical, but there might be like slight differences. Kind of like in Octarius, you'll have like the jumping terrain. And then basically the defender chooses a pile, and then starting with the defender, they place terrain. And at that point, everyone has different rules. The way like Frontline Gaming for their 40K events does it is that you alternate placing terrains. They have to be outside of 4 inches of each other. And remember, for 40K, where you have tanks and stuff like that, so there needs to be extra room. And then you can only place it on your side. So you're kind of, you can't screw over your opponent. You're just setting up, or you.
Well,
can.
like you technically can, like, it depends on like army you play. So like, let's say you need a save point to jump so you can get to your opponent. So like when you open, you have to open like not your side. You're going to be open like as close to your opponent territory as possible, because most of the time terrains, like, they don't want you to place terrains next to each other. It's like 2-inch rules or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I've played in a tournament where there was no rules.
Oh my god, that was awful.
And I did a very mean thing to my opponent.
Bad sportsmanship.
Where-
5th place.
It was on the corner deployment where you have the teeny tiny
The little
the line.
triangle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made it so that he had to either go over a building and be on top of it with no cover, or he had to when you go over the piles of scrap for Octarius, what is that called?
Scramble over.
Scramble. So either you had to go on top and end on top of with no cover, or you scrambled over terrain. And
Proud of yourself?
Because you're dig.
fun fact, I won that game.
And I made that 10-year-old cry. Fuck him.
And the problem with that is you knew who was attacker and defender before placement
Yes.
took place, which
So-
is a big mistake.
So what ended up happening was so it was basically you chose attacker and defender. You didn't know who went first. It was basically the defender got to place first, and so I knew I got to choose which side of the board I was going to be on, and so I ended up just messing up his whole side and going, I'm going to choose the good side, which it was. Look, it was the second time I was playing him, and it was for.
And
it
that's
was-
why next time he's just playing Quinn. He's like, this never happened
Yeah,
to me.
I was gonna say, did you hit him with a, hey, are you going to sell me that army?
No. Don't worry. He then in the next round just trounced me because I ended up playing him 3 times because it was an 8-round event with only like 14 people.
He's like,
And
oh, it's this
Good
guy.
math. Good math.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What is one piece of advice you guys can give to a player? This is a playable terrain, or this is a good terrain.
There's like minimum rules of things you want. Generally, you want like at least 3 to 5 vantage points because of secure vantage for TAC ops. Like, you don't want to make TAC ops literally impossible. You still want those to be playable.
But also you don't want to make them free. So
Yeah.
like the GW ones, they had only because they were using the classic like put something on top of the vantage point to say it wasn't vantage.
Yeah.
And for them, it was 3 vantage points were always outside of 3 inches of your deployment zone. so that you could do vantage on 2 things. There's usually one in the middle, and it's like the oil rig, and then one near you, and then one on your opponent's side. I think 3 is 3 you have to have.
Minimum of 3.
Minimum of 3 vantage points for kill team. Other than that, it's so hard because it's all the profiles of like you look at stuff like the oil rig on the Octarius. That piece of terrain sucks.
So for those who don't know, there's a lot of problems with that piece of terrain, in that you can like sit in the middle of it, like below it on the bottom side, and you can just get one-way obscurement. You could be close enough so that like you're 1 inch is over that little bit in the middle, but like the 2 sides of your terrain, from no matter what angle, you're just obscured. So you place that in the right spot, and you just are able to shoot things. I think literally in a command point tournament, they had to like patch it mid tournament because it was such a problem.
I mean,
they
I
just
don't
said
think it was as intended and designed, right?
Yeah, it was definitely like this is a really cool piece of terrain. Because honestly, the rest of the Octarius set is very good.
I'm going to say that gripe aside, Octarius is a great set, and that actually is my next mantra. If you don't really know what to do with your terrain, try to take inspiration from the Octarius set. You can get like that many kinds of pieces of heavy cover, that many kinds of vantage points, and like scatter terrain. And if you get that kind of density, you're probably going to have like a reasonably good match.
Yeah, and you just bend down a little bit and just look through. If you can't see the model, then you're good.
Or play me because you'll win.
And there's also one of the biggest things is if you're interested in tournaments, that is, know what locally is done. So like, for example, I think it's on the West Coast in the California area, they have the squad goals. They have their own terrain sets. They run the majority of the events out there. And so,
Well, they put out their own packets and stuff.
yeah,
too,
they have their
right?
home packets. Like they have their own terrain.
Yeah.
So for them, it's like, yeah, you could take our guidance, but at the end of the day, you're going to be playing on the squad goals maps. So play on those maps, even if you don't like them. If you like, it just is what it is.
But anyways, what's the next question?
Next question is by the same guy, Stephen. He wants to know how do you guys feel about obscuring rule and non-reciprocal shooting?
It's stupid. It's stupid.
It's a little hard to get your head around, and obscuring is the hardest rule for new players.
It's
in
not
my
even the hardest
experience.
rule for new players. It's the hardest rule for every player because it's dumb. Because then we got to sit there and laser out everything.
It's because okay, so it's not obscuring. Is determine line of sight. Is like you get visibility from the head of the model, and then you check for obscuring from the edge of the base.
Yep.
So like it's really hard because if you're like a new player, it's just like, oh okay, I'm gonna draw a line. This line goes to that line. And you think it's good?
Could you get our laser lock? Our Army Painter laser lock. Thank you, Army Painter, for
For sponsoring this video with
Dude,
your
those things are like,
$4 laser.
those things are so valuable.
yeah.
Anyone that plays Kill Team, once Spawn finds it, if we find it, get the laser.
I know. Yeah.
It's dumb because if a door's open and you're standing two steps away from the door, it doesn't mean I still can't see you through the door. It's dumb. It's dumb.
Or you can shine on the
Shine
wall
on the
here.
wall, yeah.
So this is the best tool in the world. It just shines like a straight line laser, and it lets you see cover lines like it's a dream.
Kind of the blind people here.
If you got shaky hands, it is a lot harder.
Yes.
They need
mine.
to so
Don't point
like
it
just
at
like your
aircraft.
microphone, they need to make an attachment
Ooh,
here.
I'm gonna bring this mount, and this is gonna clip the laser.
Actually, yeah, just get some duct tape, and then it needs an on switch so you can like not have to hold the button like a guy
It's-
who holds buttons.
I will get my shot. Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
I-
Bring,
Great. Great.
See, I am also one of those people that I actually like obscurement.
I'm with you.
Yeah, because your whole stupid
And
list
also-
is all obscurement, and I ignore it.
That's another part is I play Phobos where I go, I have the best one-way obscurement in the game in several different formats.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's really important to being safe though, and this is more so on open board, because when you're shooting past like big pieces of terrain, if obscurement didn't exist, your models would just be so much less safe.
Fine.
Fine.
I lose models
and then
constantly.
Kill team,
It's okay.
Yeah. Then kill
People
team would
get
just
over
be
it.
like literally kill team who can cast fireball or
So
plasma bolts into there.
This is my thing. The biggest, like the one way obscuring is the biggest saving grace because there are some team that can just play eye guard
Yeah,
and you
that was.
can't enter.
I had the same thoughts.
Because like imagine playing intercession and you can't one way obscure and then they just like move into the room, guard, move into the room, guard, and then you're like, huh.
All right, so 3 APL. shouldn't benefit from it. All right, I'm fine with that. 2 APL and lower, you can do obscurement. 3 APL, you're
if
too
you
big.
have more than 10 wounds and you can
Yep,
kill
that's right. You're too big. Even if I shot a flashlight down a hallway, I'm gonna hit you. Sorry, no obscurement.
I honestly, so I get why they did it for, I guess, probably, there might be balance reasons by it. But like the fact that you have to draw visibility from the head is very odd to me. Because the whole point of the base is supposed to represent the fact that your model is actually a being that can.
Yeah, that's honestly one rule I could be without.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't like its purpose is already served by the base.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. It's like you can cover that with the base, and then obscurement. One way obscurement would be so much easier to
Understand.
grasp.
Yeah.
It would be a lot more. Unfortunately, then it would be the classic. Oop, my toe can see your base now. So,
Yeah,
but
but
that kind of happens anyways.
Or the old, I'm gonna buy all the laying down guard, and
Yeah.
that way you can't see me.
So there is one caveat, and I understand why it's there. Is that say you have a wall, and it's taller than your model, you can't shoot for that. And so you might just need to like make a blanket rule that like if a wall is more than 2 inches, you just can't shoot through it.
Because I think it was like the Chalneth.
Yeah, but
Well,
those
You can't like.
yeah, but those walls are like fences. So if it's like a fence-like wall,
Yeah.
i.e. you can see through it, then you're good.
You're telling me 41st millennia they can't just lift the gun up and.
Well, not when it's like 10 feet tall
Well, Space
in
Marines
scale.
are like 11 feet tall, right?
One last question.
Ooh, last question.
Last one, he just want to know. Sorry, the last one. They just want to know how our kill zones are on an elevated platform, and they want to know us like talk about the show and the setup. But you already did that at the beginning.
Yeah, setup we have right now, we have 3-4 camera now because we have like a little webcam that's gonna
Well,
be on
5 if we don't give the other GoPro back.
Yeah. Never return it. It's ours forever. No, yeah. We have for our open board, we have like an actual display table, for lack of a better word, rather than your typical neoprene mats.
I was like, it's going to be a pain in the grab. It's right there.
It's got stuff on it. So.
Eventually, Peter and I are going to sit down and actually finish a board
A
video.
hobby. We'll shoot a hobby video.
We-
It'll be halfway done. Oh,
we
you,
s-
yeah. Let's give them a little sneak peek of what you
Actually,
got
yeah.
done.
We've started like 3 boards.
This
is the
is Seth works, okay? A Picasso, one might
And
say.
then he just quits on it.
so.
No, wait. Don't explain it. Don't give any context. Just like be like, this is it.
bask in it,
This is
okay?
the new board. My heat gun broke, and so I had to dig this out like I was plowing a field in the olden days with an exit blade. I have bled into this board already. But yeah, this will eventually be a board that we're making. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Other
You
than that,
bought the resin.
I set up a studio. I bought all the supplies. I literally need to get a camera.
yeah, but
and-
like other than that, like the table's pretty like for Into the Dark, we just use the table and then this one, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
this one we have a little camera on top. We have one shooting at us, and then we have the other one doing B-rolls.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, and the
yeah,
dice
and then we
cam.
have like a little dice cam.
Yep.
No, yeah.
That's important.
It's honestly not the funniest part is just trying to fit all the tripods in and
Oh, yeah.
and all the cords everywhere. It is truly a tripping hazard.
One day we'll show you what's behind the cameras.
You don't want to see it.
Well, I mean, they can see a snippet of Tomas and Regan.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
they didn't
we-
turn the
they didn't
TV
turn-
on.
No,
Well, we didn't have the
Yeah, we
this
didn't.
galactic image of space.
Oh my!
And
You
we had
should have
no-
said the little DVD thing bouncing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was away for 3.5 weeks, and these guys are just like, you know what? We're boys. We're gonna come in, and then just 2 people try to record.
We were trying to
First
get
time.
the new box, the Soul Shackle
Yeah, it
box.
was-
Yeah.
Except like I think I got sick.
Yep. You got
Uh,
sick. I got
You guys
sick.
were out of town.
Yeah.
You got sick, and
You
it was
guys are
just
dirty.
like, oh, and because that box was like super scarce at the moment, I had a pre-order, but our local game store got like major delays. Well, like a week-long delay.
A week long, which
Yeah,
you know.
they're
everyone did,
they're
though.
UPS. No,
No,
this was special.
This was they
they're-
didn't deliver it.
Yeah,
basically.
they're UPS people, so they open at
Killing
like
it.
1 in the late in the afternoon, and their UPS men come in the morning. So you do the math. They just didn't get their shipments.
Yeah. And UPS was like, we'll get you next week. It's like, we're not going to be open next week, Gary.
hold on.
Nothing's going to change.
Go back.
But yeah, so like that one we kept on delaying, and then we filmed a day, and it was taking us forever. First off, it was 2 new factions, and normally we have a crew of, including the players,
minimum of 3.
Yeah, usually 3 minimum.
and then
So it's just us 2.
it was just us 2. We normally don't do the camera stuff, and so it was taking us forever, and we get through everything. And it was like, we've probably spent 4 hours in the first 2 turns.
So before that, though, we played a game,
Oh, that's right. We played a game before that.
and we did it so scuffed too, because like we kept noticing all the little things that we did wrong. Like we actually placed, because it was a weird map. I think it was like 10 maybe.
Yeah.
But like there was these doors, and we didn't have the tape on the doors at the time, like the little yellow lines.
Steph, like
So
kryptonite.
we put the barricades within like 2 inches of the doors and a couple of other rules, and we're like,
they were
change.
They were over the middle line when they shouldn't have been.
Yep.
And then I also played horrendously, just trying to get the stupid 1 CP that Hand of the Archon can get.
Oh yeah, so you didn't use the fleet.
Yeah, to get the free dash.
Strategic play, which gives you the free dash. Yeah,
And
that just didn't like killed your turning point 1.
Because I had deployed with that. I was like, I deployed with that in mind, and then didn't use the strat in order to get. And then Reagan's just like, sure, man.
Because you tried to get the extra command point.
Yeah, I tried to get the
and
extra-
I was like, you know what? You not getting fleet is going to be so detrimental. And I was playing Arbites, and they don't need to use any place turning point 1. So I just was like, all right, strategic phase over. Let's go to the game.
So I got my 1 command point. At what cost? It was such a bad game, and it took us forever to do 1 turn. And I was like, hey, let's. It was like already midnight at that point. We're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let's cut it for now. Let's finish the rest of the game. And also, since we were using other cameras, we're like, well, let's make sure, because it was doing some
Oh.
weird things. So we're like, let's see what happens. And then
Yeah.
Reagan messaged me in the morning. He goes,
Is it black and white or
we
something?
didn't get any of it, or like it was only like 5-minute segments. Or
Oh,
something like
okay.
that.
The cap
So-
was on or what?
No. So
Why is it so dark? I don't
we don't even
understand.
have, we don't
We're
even
not
have
that
caps.
bad.
But you guys took the cameras on your trip.
Yeah, so we took
Um,
one of the camera and a GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 cameras, plural.
Yeah.
So we had to outsource our cameras at that point in time, and one of our friends who's so generous and lent us a camera
That we
would have-
haven't given back.
No, we
No,
well,
no, well,
different friend.
there was 2.
Okay,
there was
never
2.
that's the other
You guys
camera.
told me you could get the camera, okay?
Yeah,
And I believed you guys.
and we did.
We did, and we got a product eventually.
Either way, fancy camera, lots of settings. None of us, including the owner, were entirely
We are professionals here at Too Casual.
up to speed on that camera. So there was a lot of setup, a lot of overhead on that shoot. And yeah, but honestly, like our other shoots outside of that have been so much more streamlined, and it's been
We've gotten to the point now where it takes us about 4 hours to do a full gameplay.
Typically.
Speak for yourself.
If
If you know the rules of your team,
if we don't mess around for like 1.5 hours, I would say.
that's the actual filming.
That actually is a problem.
I mean, we probably sat here and talked for an hour before we started this.
Even
podcast.
filming this.
Like, how's everyone doing?
sometimes it feels like we play the entire game in our heads before we
Yeah.
actually play the game on the board, and then we will go and play the board, and then like when we go to shoot our recaps, we will like replay the entire game and all the what ifs for another hour.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, our biggest detriment is that we're all friends outside of this channel, and so this is it's very rare to get all 5 of us in the same room at the same time. So it's
These
weird.
2 are allergic to each other. Like, if I'm trying to like schedule them,
It's not me. All right? It's not me. I don't think he likes firstborns or me. All right?
Shit, that means it's my fault.
We're supposed to be filming what, like Thursday?
No, it's Friday because I'm booked for Thursday.
I thought it was fucking Thursday.
I told him Thursday, and he said it was okay. He didn't
Wait,
even
did you
tell
say
me.
Thursday? Well, it's whatever. I
Okay,
okay, the
see,
day before.
See? I told you.
no.
Before you got here, I was like, I'm not clearing my schedule because I'm pretty sure he's going to have something
No,
come
no,
up.
no, no,
Hey,
no.
my friend's having a barbecue at 2 in the morning, and we're going to go
Do we
hang
need
out
like
there.
an Outlook
Is there
calendar?
a receipt? Is there a receipt?
Probably.
No. I got okay, hold on. When did I book?
While he's looking that up,
All right, time to
if,
get
if the
tangible
yellow
proof.
tape is not above the doors, they're dead to me.
Yeah.
They don't exist. Okay, sorry.
Okay, well, this is not. Why?
Yeah, typical.
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 We'll just,
He's a busy guy. Okay?
Look.
Like the second he got fifth, it's just ego.
It just-
he can't even fit into this room sometimes.
I know.
I mean,
I got an interview with the
literally,
local news station.
I
I've
tell
got
him to take shades off. It's like nighttime.
it's literally the conflict might be an interview because for guilty.
another interview where he won't
even
mention our
shouted
channel.
him out.
I know, where he won't mention our channel. Great.
I'll do it next time. I got it. I got this.
Once you guys hit 1K.
Yeah.
Wait. What?
No, we already hit 1K.
Well,
Look.
Tell him that.
Yeah.
10K goals then, yeah.
Yeah.
10K gold.
No, I mean like before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we also, we always film everything in order, and we definitely don't come back another day
True.
in different clothing. And
Can you stop telling people how the sausage is made, asshole?
look, I have standards, and I wear the same shirt. I'll wash it and come back.
I wear black shirts, okay? And I have a lot of them. So
That
I'm okay.
that fucking annoys me is when he's like, "We'll do the recap another day," and I'll show up in the same outfit.
Yeah.
and then he'll show up in a different fucking pair of clothes, and
It's
I look like a
ridiculous.
dirty
Yeah.
hobo.
What do you mean? I guarantee you, Seth, go to every single video.
Full
I
of
wear
shit.
the same shit.
You are full of shit.
I only wear black shirts. What the fuck do you mean? Do you
Yeah,
think I wear a different
but you
shade
wear-
of
you wear
black?
What are you wearing right now? What are you
Yeah.
wearing right now?
Well,
You-
this is
you
a
wear black-
one-shot film? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, chat that thought that we have like a walk.
Yeah, that's because one of you guys
Oh, it
did
is
it, not
Wednesday.
me.
It's Wednesday. We're good. We're still good.
No, so we're playing Thursday.
All
All right. I got a final. I got 2 finals Wednesday. Not gonna work for me.
Look,
Jesus.
it's hard.
What's the last question?
This guy did a
that was the last question.
Oh, how the sun.
I mean,
So we get yeah. Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
no. I was gonna move us on, but if you're still here,
no. I was gonna say, future of the channel going forward, we'll kind of go in of what we plan on like releasing and then what our schedule is gonna be like. So Seth, you got something?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing a little more hobby related stuff because I'm terrible at Kill Team, and personally, like I have a few 40K armies I'm working on at the moment, and I'm really ramping up for 10th.
Don't sound too excited. By all means.
And I'm ramping up for 10. Woo! So I'm ramping up for 10, and I'll be doing more boarding action gameplay. This is to say, Kill Team will not go away. Kill Team is still going to be the
It's gonna
foundation.
be every Monday. Okay, editing Monday loosely. It might be Monday at like
This is why we don't have
11.
10K followers.
I think by the definition of Monday, given the what's the timeline thing that passes the day on planet Earth?
I don't go by that time. I go by my time.
And then the moon is full at one point during
No,
there.
bloody. It's this line that like changes the day as like it's
Yeah, I feel like I feel like it was a
wow.
a
Hey,
calendar.
down in the comments below, you know what it's called. Back me up,
The
please.
thing that tells time has like an R.
No, because like you can write it on New Year's Eve, so like you can have your New Year's day and then cross over the line and have a second New Year's.
Yeah, it's like it's like the date.
I don't. I use like a
It's
phone.
the date.
or
Well, it's something that it's like the universal like this is where
Everywhere.
the first midnight is or whatever, and
Yeah.
then everyone else is.
So who
behind.
has the first midnight?
It's England.
I think it's like no, it's in the middle of the ocean, literally.
No, dude, no way. Because everything should be based
It's
around
like
England.
Greenwich time.
Because England of the day.
the international date line?
International Dateline. All right, no need comments. We got
Chris
you.
Hansen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
but
comment.
somebody started watching. You asked for the shout out.
There's like
Monday, he watched 5 minutes later. This motherfucker
this
is
dick.
Google.
But
and it's actually in the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, I said that. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
You just
said
said the ocean.
you know
it's
who?
like 5 of them.
50-50-ish.
There's
Counts
more
the,
than
if you,
5
if you
oceans.
count the Arctic.
None of this is
No, there's,
real.
There's 7. There's
It's
many
all
continents,
constructed
there's
by
many
us,
seas.
guys.
They're
I'm not
actually
gonna change anything. I'm
there's
gonna
the 4
upload
oceans.
until
Yeah,
we
right.
Friday.
I
Okay.
thought it was 5 but 6. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, but
All right,
pretty much.
Either way, yes. So
let's continue.
I'm gonna be
having
doing.
this conversation.
I'll be doing 40K
Yeah.
boarding actions, hobby stuff, and I do need to start getting onto shorts.
Yes. So pretty much what happens is usually in the beginning I it was literally just me editing, and now Pawn cameraman, you seen his Custody versus Intercessor. Now he's taking up more editing as well, which frees me a little bit more to kind of actually get my army done and editing more videos. So hopefully we will get to a point where we can get either like minimum of 2 to 3 videos a week for you guys, and like Kill Team's not going to decrease. It's going to be Kill Team. It's going to be whatever the 40K stuff that we're playing, and then podcast we may do like once a month, or if new stuff comes out that we're excited to talk about. Like that one's not really like a set time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to be clear, every week, still Kill Team video.
Still Kill Team
Yes.
video.
That's not
Monday
That's not going to change
at
for us.
5
This-
p.m. MST. If it's not on there,
Show up at no. This is
comment in the previous video about
5,
how
5
you're just-
p.m. GPT.
We
Yeah,
know
yeah.
where our first 1,000 subscribers came from.
Yep.
We are very appreciative of that. We will not stop doing the content we started doing.
You are
Thinking-
going into pretty hard on 10th edition.
Yeah,
correct?
so
Yeah.
40K is my main game,
Yeah.
and I am the local judge. So
He will be our rules guy to
Yeah.
make sure we don't mess up. So if he messed up, it's on him.
Also,
Yes.
when 10th comes out, I know like the channel is primarily casual, but I think Tomas and I are going to focus more on like casual and competitive lists when it comes to 10th. Just
oh yeah, I mean I
You could be casual and still, yeah.
I just mean like
Yeah.
we're
Like,
going we're not going to kill each other, but we're going to have casual games, but we're also going to have attempting to build meta lists because Tomas is very tournament heavy, and I want to get into 40K tournaments because I'm primarily AOS at the moment.
for short time, we're looking to do some rule shorts to kind of decipher.
Just to kind of clarify, if somehow if our audience wants to kind of dip their toe in,
Yeah.
they can kind of go in. And, just
And,
like, oh, how
and
does-
so that you guys like, because a lot of like, if even in Kill Team, this is a problem where you read a text that's like a paragraph for one simplified thing. It's like, yeah, there's a visual representation that you just need someone to show it to you.
the best way to learn is like visual, audio, and then like by doing.
Yeah,
It's kinda
and-
a combination of everything. It's not like you're not like just a purely visual learner. It's like visual is best for you, but a combination is best, right?
And so we'll be doing some of that. I'm preparing for the GW narrative in
Same.
November. And then also,
Is that going to be a shout out? Because you can say, hey, you can catch all of us there.
yeah, I think so because we're
So-
Actually,
all,
yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
Well, except for our cameraman, because
Vaughn, you're not going?
he doesn't like us. He's got to clean.
Got to rearrange the set.
He has to
The
clean.
official too casual meet and greet. We'll get a line. $25
We'll be next to the
$25.
bathroom, and then
No, but we are. Yeah, actually, we are all planning
we are
narrative.
going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and so just with all that involved, because I'm painting a whole new army for it.
I'm painting a whole new army for it. No,
Ooh.
I told you if it was AOS, I would cosplay, but I'm not gonna dress up in the army I'm painting, and I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. It's a secret.
Just don't say it when you actually play it in boarding action, because then it's not that.
I was, actually, so like,
You're supposed to say it's Alfarius, right? That's a 40K joke.
Alpha Legion. It's Alpha. It just
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna build a Beastman army from all the Kill Team boxes. So if y'all want to sell your half of the beast,
Stand
no,
by.
just
yeah. But yeah, so that's what my plans
Yeah,
are
he's
soon.
gonna be super. He's gonna be our 40K guy, like
No.
going on.
I'm
heavily.
also still planning on going to a couple of Kill Team events because
Yeah.
I gotta. I it would suck to get the golden ticket after working on a whole army for a narrative, but it'd still be worth it.
yeah.
Like, but
Oh,
that,
what do you mean, like the golden ticket, like the?
for
Free
the Kill Team Championship
Oh,
is
it's
at the same
happening.
is at the same place, same time.
Yeah. So he would get free entry. He would get a free ticket, free entry, and then he would.
Do they buy you a plane ticket or no?
It depends. So like if it's GW run, yes, but
Yeah.
uh,
Frontline no.
So when you buy your ticket, just make sure you have the refund option. So when you get the golden ticket.
oh yeah, I mean all their stuff is pretty actually
Or
reasonable.
just transfer it to one of us.
Oh, that's actually better. Just like I am actually Asian.
Refund.
Selfish.
Refund. You best believe it.
Regan, how about you? What do you got planned?
Yeah. So let's see. I mean, to paint context, I've
like
been a
it.
Kill Team player since basically Kill Team 2 dropped. I actually learned how to play Kill Team 1, and then nobody wanted to play with me.
It was a terrible
And
game.
Because no one wanted to play the game. Period.
Because it was
Fair.
garbage.
So I literally learned the game and never played a single game. And then Kill Team 2 dropped that Octarius box, which is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, we kind of moved it away.
Good
Rotating.
box. But yeah, I got that box, started learning the game. And so I've been playing basically since day one, give or take.
Yeah, because you were
I've
the one who
been
actually taught me how to play.
I pretty much taught like
Actually,
our entire city.
I made fun of you two for playing Kill Team when you were learning
Oh,
how to play
yeah,
Kill
yeah,
Team.
yeah. This guy comes in talking so much shit, and I just wore him down. I was like, man, when are you gonna play Kill Team, dude? I didn't know it.
You force him to play the game, and then he's shit at it. So you just beat him every time.
That's how you get
That's
he goes.
the-
Just wait
Joke's
till
on
we
you, Seth.
wait till
Get
Tim
wrecked.
drops, and I stomp everybody at this table
Hey, you did beat me in a boarding action. That's not gonna be aired. So.
because we got the rules completely wrong. Well, okay, no. I didn't get the rules
Oh,
wrong.
actually, you did.
You
We
got the
clarify a
rules
lot.
wrong.
When I sent you the thing, why are you still hell bent on it? We fucked up on the rules. What do you mean? I'm just telling you what we messed up on.
You fucked up on the rules. I was perfectly fine playing how I
have
was
footage
playing.
still. Okay, Seth, I will literally roll the shit you fucked up on.
Just B-roll.
Just a highlight reel of.
He's like, oh no, Pete, you can't shoot me there. Your models in the same unit. They're blocking each other, and I'm like,
You
come
can't.
On,
You
does this
okay?
work?
No, fuck both of you. If you have two models in front and you have a model in the same squad behind, you cannot shoot with the model behind through your two guys. You have to draw a clear line of sight. They can't touch. Yes. Yes. Yes.
The rule says from another squad.
No.
Comment the answer in the comments below.
I will die on this hill. There's an illustration in the Arcs of Omen book.
Yeah, they're
that
separate units.
Literally. No, the three that are all within an inch of each other. The Necron shooting at the Intercessor.
Yeah.
No, wrong.
So you can always shoot through your same squad.
I gave the book back. Where's your book? We'll go.
We're pulling up Wikipedia.
Fuck Wikipedia. Go get the book. All right. What about
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Continue, Reagan.
I'm confused. Okay.
Continue, Reagan.
Either way, you guys have all so kindly dragged me into big 40K, so I'm starting to paint up my army too. Suddenly,
Peer pressure everyone to win
Yeah.
I'm playing.
it feels like I've dropped like as much money on a 40K army as like my entire Kill Team career combined. So
And
And we're
you're not even close to.
Just wait.
Wait till you start buying $800 models that are like
well,
basically
you have a
unusable.
problem, okay?
Wait until you spend $400 on shipping to get a $400 model, and then tell people it's $800. and then you have to sit in your fucking garage with a heat gun to melt the Forge World resin into place to actually get it to bend. I have terrible
believe
experiences with Forge World.
We love
I have-
GW. Wait, is Forge World GW?
It is,
It
but
is.
they're not.
I mean, it is.
It-
It's
it-
Games Workshop, but it's not
But it's not game. Like they don't sell Forge World in GW stores yet.
yet.
But no, their cast is the resin is terrible.
Oh, only for bigger models. Because I have like little ones.
The resin is
before, so I
terrible
don't
for
really care.
It's all
it's
bad.
across the board.
I had one guard and he was fine. Okay, he was just a little guy.
I'm glad you've had one guard. I have 54 Blood Bowl star players. They're all fucking terrible. I have had to fill holes, melt, boil. I hate their resin.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the Thunderhawk was very easy. It had very little problems.
Look at that.
I've had more problems on like a custodian like small tank than I did on a Thunderhawk.
I don't know. I haven't built the big stuff, but I have built all the little stuff and
Oh, the little.
boiling them in water.
Well, my one model was fine. He's great.
Cool. All right. So yes, you're getting into 40K. You want to tell us what you're doing, or you want
Bloody,
to
are
kind
we
of?
keeping that a secret, or are we telling it people?
I don't know. I mean,
What's
We
the
just
secret?
said what armies we're about to play.
I'm playing Harlequins. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the video.
way to ruin
I mean-
the fucking.
Well, the video's gonna be out
I think,
before
yeah.
this one, probably.
I would
and
say
then-
like, I'm doing Tau, and it's literally in the same video.
Oh yeah,
as-
we've already said it. You. Well, I guess yours kept a secret too, because I was.
Nobody
just-
cares about yours, dude. Whatever.
Probably not.
Whatever.
I'm
All
doing
right.
Gene Stealer Colts.
Newsflash: I'm going to be the Space Marine player, or at least one
I
thereof.
thought you were the chaos.
What?
Guy. What's going on?
Uh-huh. I like I wanted to play Chaos too. I don't even know what's going on.
And then you realized how shitty gold trim is.
Yes.
Do you like
I
painting
did mine
trim?
in silver. Actually, you know
That
what?
doesn't make it better. It's not the color.
I
it's
actually,
the
when I was
trim.
painting my Legionaries, I really liked painting the trim. It just made it cool.
Yeah, and then you realized
Dude.
you could do like
Dude,
more-
what-
And then,
Oh
and
my-
then, and then
oh
he got
my-
up and was like, I like hot
Okay.
water.
So like, I haven't done 40. Like, I've basically painted like 10 models, 15 models. That's like the size of a kill team. I haven't gotten into painting like, all right, here's your 50 boys. Let's go.
assembly line, baby.
It's easially assembly line. It's,
Actually,
it's
yeah,
easier.
because yeah, once you get one going.
It's all about learning where you go. You know what? That's good enough. I
See,
don't
actually, that's the thing in Kill Team is some of the models are so unique per Kill Team that assembling lining just doesn't work as well.
I don't see line when I do kill.
I don't either.
It depends on the team because some of the teams are unified enough to where you can just do it.
Yeah, like kill team is kind of dangerous because I'll have too much free time and I'm like, ooh, I can mod.
I can go like
and I'm like, oh no.
mean-
And then
Where have we got-
your Harlequin is progressively getting taller.
I mean,
Why are there flaming skulls around him? Their voices in his head. Don't worry about it.
I have a water resin for all my Phobos and a water resin display board. I would never do that for 40K.
Literally, the only person I know.
You won't be able to carry it.
Yeah.
He probably spent more money on resin than the actual Kill Team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, resin's expensive.
Tell me about it.
And
And I'm like, I gotta put it on fucking everything.
But yeah, pretty much to wrap it up, we will be doing more content. We will not be taking away from Kill Team.
No.
Yep, and that's pretty much it, right? That's kind
Well,
of
I mean,
TLDR.
that. Thank you again, 1,000 subscribers. It's a
Yep.
milestone for
You
us.
guys have been awesome. Seriously.
I don't think.
I mean, all the comments are positive. Not even
people-
not even-
About you, fucker.
no one has had any problems with my takes.
I think you and Riggin are
Agree with
fine.
anything I say.
I get called old mate. Some fucking pig leg pirate. Either way, thank you for 1,000 subscribers.
People in the-
We're really looking forward.
Yeah, people in the Discords have been awesome. The Facebooks, people just show up in YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
Seriously, shout
Tell your
out.
friends.
yeah, please. And like I said, we're
we need it.
we're very happy that we hit this milestone. The next one definitely is, we're gonna set our standards a little higher, or set our expectations a little higher for like what we can personally accomplish as a group.
Yeah.
And of course, Gimbal. But I think look for us in November. I think we're very excited to meet all of you. Please come up, hang out. I know at the narrative event, I will be hanging around there, even though the majority of us are staying off campus. I'll be hanging out there for a while.
There's one guy not. Yeah, no, it is.
I also like drinking, so you probably find me in the bar after the games.
Just tripping
So
everywhere.
expensive.
It's gonna be so
We're gonna have to
expensive.
find it
$16 drinks, yeah.
because we were able to bring our own stuff, but yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out because I am not paying hotel prices.
Well, I mean, I've got flasks.
You think one flask is enough?
No, I've got flasks.
Oh, okay. You're an alcoholic. Got it.
No, Dick, I was prepared.
Tomas Land just goes to Kelly right away.
Are you just gonna be between battle rounds and
No, I don't
Yes.
drink during the games, but I'll afterwards,
He
at
drinks
the bar.
before the game.
No.
is this
No.
YouTube safe content?
So here's
I'm
how,
old. I can drink.
see. I go to, when I go to tournaments, I drink.
Okay.
That's why you got fifth, okay?
LVO, frontline stuff, don't mind drinking. Games Workshop, I feel like they'll be more apt to enforce being a good person. Not a good person, being
maybe-
sober.
Maybe y'all should just handle your alcohol because I can drink perfectly fine. They literally have
That's
a bar.
That's what everyone. I don't know. Fucking maybe I will. Peer pressure. Jesus, leave
Yeah.
me alone.
Drink.
Drink.
We get a Reddit post. It's the two drunks. From
They were too casually fucking hammered. But no, either way, look for us in November. I'm excited to, especially if we run into. I'm excited to meet some of y'all. Unless you want to kidnap me, please don't do that.
yeah. Anyone that correct him on Kazakin, go up to him.
Please,
Talk
God,
to him.
if you, guys, if I would love to hear everyone's opinion on how to say Kazakin in fucking person. Please,
You mean Karskin?
I don't care.
I don't even know how to say it.
I
now.
would love
You-
to know.
What it
I don't
is.
care.
I don't care.
You guys say it so many shit because we meet with Seth and I was like, is it Kursikin?
Oh, yeah, no,
I just lost the actual fucking.
And then one guy was like, "It's blah 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 on YouTube." Like I can fucking understand what that means.
It's phonetic.
I can't read it when it's in the book. What makes you think I'm going to be able to understand what they're
That's the whole
typing
point-
out?
That's the whole point of phonetic. That's literally the whole reason.
Bull. come up and meet us in person.
I can't read. What do you want? me to do?
Let's get
I
a drink
admit it.
together. Let's hang out. Let's make some memories.
That's like the first merch. It's just a bunch of shirt, just Kazakin cursing.
We're gonna get a cease and desist.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you don't spell it
Yeah,
right
it was like,
once,
we
you're
gotta
good.
spell it wrong.
Just all the different phonetic spellings of it. Perfect.
Yeah, but anyways, see you next time.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Like and
Thanks,
subscribe.
yeah. Like and subscribe.
Leave a comment on how to say Kurskarskin.
Oh, by the way, yeah, leave a comment for just questions for next video.
What is?
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Give us
If you remember what that line is called that makes the day go by,
we International Dayline. We already
you're not
went.
supposed to give him the answer
Oh
again.
shit! I know. We actually need.
wait, you told them the answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No.
We were seeing if you guys remembered.
Oh,
That's fine.
No, just give us questions. Questions are fun because then we get to go on tangents, like
Yeah.
on
Big
international
It took us
datelines.
what, an hour and a half to answer 3. So
And actually, I am kind of, if any of y'all are going to the narrative, throw it down there. Let us know how many of y'all are going to show up to the narrative event in November.
If there is, I don't know if there's tickets available, but if there is, you should definitely. It's an expensive event, but it is worth it.
but there is it's the narrative event and it's also a kill team tournament, right?
the Kill Team tournament is invite only.
Invite.
And that's the golden team.
Yeah, you
Mining.
have to get a golden ticket
Mining invite.
because you didn't get a golden ticket.
Because you
that's
didn't
the
go to
whole
a
point.
tournament.
Don't they know who I am? I'm a niche internets.
Yeah.
Before
We have 1,000 followers. By the way, y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Quick, get out of here before we continue.
I'm gonna look at this board.